Hey, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about an extension of pattern matching. Now, pattern matching alone is already pretty powerful, but there are some things that you can't do with them, and you need an extra help. So for example, let me add another property to my users, okay? I am going to say can drink. I'm gonna say that by default, can drink is false. And what is going on here? Oh my god. Is the formatting correct? Okay, it's working apparently. Now we have this property, and I want to check the user age. In Brazil, the legal age to drink is 18. So if the age is bigger or equal to 18, then can drink is going to be true. Okay? How do I do that with pattern matching? Well, we can match for a specific constant. So do I have to write like 17 functions? One for checking if the user age is 1, another one for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, until we reach 18? That's not a good idea. So you can match for a constant, but if you want something more complex, like you want to check the range of a value, or maybe you want to check the type of a value, like you want to check if name is a string, you want to check if age is a number. Is it possible with only pattern matching? No. And this is where guards come in. You can use them alongside pattern matching so you can find more complex patterns. So let's say, for example, that on my new function, I want to check for the age. How do I do that using guards? Now, between the function parameters and the do, you can type when and then type your logic here. So I'm going to say when age is bigger or equal than 18, I'm going to say can drink true. Okay? And actually here on this function specifically, it's not a good idea to add this because here I'm checking for Daniel. So I'm going to add this to the generic function right here. And I'm going to say that Daniel is so cool that I'm going to say that he can always drink, okay? Now, this is not ideal. Don't do this in production. But for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to say that. Now, for the regular users, I'm going to check the age. If the age is bigger or equals to 18, I'm going to say that can drink is true. Okay. Now, what happens if the age is not bigger or equal to 18? Is there another multi-clause function that we can run? No. So let's check this out, okay? If I'm only checking for the age is bigger than 18. So in theory, if I call users.new and I say like name, whatever, and I say that the age is 20, that should work. So yeah, we got a new user. He's not cool, but he can drink. So what happens if I type 10? Nothing happens. And you know why? Because you can just read the error. No function clause matching in users.new. We're not doing anything if the user is not above of age 18. So we need to define a default clause for this. So I'm going to copy this function, paste here once again. Now here, you don't have to do anything like this. If the age is smaller than 18, then we're going to say can drink is false. We don't need to do that because think of the guard clause here as an if else. We are already getting that on top the user is the age bigger or equal to 18. So I am 100% sure that if this function runs, the age is going to be less than 18. So I don't need to do anything here. So this is going to be my default clause, okay? I'm going to go back to the terminal. I am going to type recompile. Now, if I call users with the name new, name, and the age of 10, now we don't get an error, and it says can drink false, which is exactly what we wanted, okay? Now, you can do many more things here inside the guard. You can do like arithmetic operations, like checking if it's bigger, if it's equal. You can also check the type of the variable. So here you can say when age is bigger than 18 and is number age, okay? Actually, I need to check if it is a number. When I'm going to delete the end, and I'm going to edit here, okay? Now this function is only going to run if the age is a number and the age is bigger to 18. Because if I don't have this, and I go back to the terminal, and I call the same thing here, but instead of a number, I say false. Oh, actually, this is going to run because it's calling the default clause here. But yeah, this is not ideal. Now, I want to check if the age is a number and it is bigger than 18. So if this function here down is being called, that means that one of these is not true. We can add another function definition here, something like this, where I'm checking if it is. I'm gonna say when is a number age, then I'm gonna proceed. Actually, this can be the default clause. I just want to execute this if the age is a number, okay? Because if we go back to the terminal, you can see that the age, instead of being a number, I passed false, and now the user has a false age, and this is not a correct use case. So I'm gonna delete the old default use case. I'm gonna say that the default use case now checks if it is a number. So if I recompile, I'm gonna type again users.new, and I'm gonna say that the age is false. This is not gonna work. If I type anything else like an atom, this is not going to work as well. And if you want, we can have sort of another default clause for when the age is not a number, and we can simply say like io.puts you're not, okay, age is invalid, okay? And if I remove this, and yeah, I'm not using any of the parameters, so I can just replace them with underscore. Okay, so this fourth function definition is only going to run if the age is not a number, okay? Let's see if it works. I'm gonna type recompile. I'm gonna say again, users.name. Okay, age is invalid. Now, sure, here you could return like an error atom or throw an error. That's up to you. As an example, for simplicity purposes, I just did io.puts. But yeah, you can use guards alongside pattern matching so you can find more complex patterns. And just as a warning, you cannot run any arbitrary function here. So if you create a custom function, you can't call this custom function here, okay? You can't. You need to use specific functions that are allowed inside guards. So usually arithmetic operations and type checking, okay? But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.